is actually my left thigh. I have part of my right hip in there to give me the bone coverage, and then I've got a fused left wrist, so I don't have any of that movement, and that's really all the movement I've got in my left hand, along with traumatic brain injury, which is TBI, and then post-traumatic stress disorder, which is PTSD. So part of my disability is not only mental, but also social, going out in public. With me and PTSD, I live with somebody trying to kill me every day of my life. And, you know, part of that is you never knew who was friend or foe over there. So anywhere I go, I don't sit with my back to the door. I always look for exits, entry points. I always look for things that I can use as weapons. Thunderstorms, fireworks. It's always with ear protections. It's always crank something up. Crowds, people coming up behind me. A lot of anxiety, a lot of panic attacks. Meeting Festus, it's hard to describe when you see your life walking into the room. And there was an instant bond right from the start. I mean, is like he read right into my soul that very first day. To know that I was going to be able to get on the floor and be able to play with, you know, my son. To know that I could go into a store and not worry about falling because I had somebody there. To know that I was going to be able to go out with my family now and have, you know, 5 to 7% more interaction with my family, because he's going to take away that scanning of the crowds and looking for threats and everything else. And it's not that he's aggressive, but knowing that, you know, I can have that much more time with my family. It was just earth-shattering for me. You know, having flashbacks before Festus, it could be anywhere from, you know, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes to come back. And for me, I need the touch of, it's just Indiana, it's just, you know, a garbage truck, it's just thunder, it's just this. And, you know, with Festus and, you know, the PTSD, he can nudge me. My wife can give him the command to nudge. You know, I've got a command called Tailman where he'll wrap himself behind me wherever we're in a store. But he's already learned to put himself between me and somebody else automatically. With his curiosity, he's already scanning storefronts. You know, if we're at a mall, he's already checking rooms for me. And, you know, people don't realize how huge it is to be able to go to the store and go complete grocery shopping. I mean, I spent over an hour and a half grocery shopping with me and Festus on a Sunday night. Something I would never do before I had Festus. It was always 20 seconds, 30 seconds, in, out, 1 or 2 items, get home. And so, you know, some people are gonna be like, you know, go to the grocery store, hour and 20 minutes isn't a big deal. But when you live in isolation, it's huge. With my wife, there's a lot of stress that's taken off her shoulders. There's a lot of anxiety taken off her shoulders because she's at work during the day, and it's just me and the little Eli. So he's not only given me my life back, he's given my wife's life back. The impact on Eli, to be able to get down on the floor and play with him now, to be able to get down and simply put his shoes on. You can't put a price tag on that. You can't put it into words how huge that is. To be able to have him hold on to my left hand now, and one, for me to know that I can take care of him with a broke left hand, to know that there's safety and security still in that left hand while I've got Festus on my right side. He's got his daddy back, because up until I got Festus, I wouldn't let him on my left side. I wouldn't let him hold my left hand. He's Hammond. He's Giannopoulos, friends of mine that I lost in Iraq. He's Shookster. He's Remkus, who was 18 inches from me when I got hit. He's Sarah. He's all the guys, gals who've given their lives so me and my family can live and be free. He's all the guys I was with in Iraq. He's all the doctors, nurses, everybody who's got me to this point right here, right now. And to not have him tomorrow, it would be earth-shattering. With the inmate handlers, and I've told each and every one of them, you can let your past define who you are, and if you had something negative in your past, it's really easy to hang on to that negativity and to be bitter at the world. And the inmate handlers have not let and have not chosen to let their past define who they are. And to me, if you want a true example of love, if you want a true example of selflessness, you look at these handlers, because they are saying, hey, I am going to give you your life back, even though I could be bitter at the system, I could be bitter at whatever else, but I'm choosing to live life and I'm choosing to give back. With Krista and Shauna, who trained Festus, Krista even went to the point of getting a Thunderstorm CD to say, hey, when you hear this, this is what's going to happen. And, it's, how can you say that's not love? And that's what all the handlers have done. They've given everybody who's getting a dog, who's gotten a dog, they've given their lives back to them. Krista, ICAN, and Dr. Irvin, everybody involved, they've given me the gift of life. And to me, going out now and going shopping for an hour and a half, going to ball games I do, pyrotechnics, going through thunderstorms without earplugs, that's the only way I can say thank you for giving me this life. You know, being more confident, you know, that's how I say thank you.